Tell us about this DJ friend of yours.
He was writing her, and the way he was writing, it was to invite her out. And then she will be acting in very different ways.
I'll be very honest. If I went to him tomorrow and was like, hey, let's hook up, I have no doubts he would.
Oh my God.
90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Tell-All is here, and it was wild. From drama with the Miami couples.
Part 2 of the 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Tell-All was nothing short of dramatic. From the very beginning, the tension between the Miami couples was immediately noticeable. The atmosphere was thick with unresolved arguments and lingering frustrations that just couldn't be ignored. One of the main points of discussion was about a DJ friend who had been writing to one of the cast members in a way that seemed like an invitation to go out, which created some awkward tension. There was a frank confession that if the opportunity arose, the attraction could have led to a hookup, and this set the stage for some serious conversations about trust and boundaries within the relationships. This admission alone caused a lot of raised eyebrows and sparked debates among the cast and audience alike. Moving to the Miami couples, the drama truly escalated. They all seemed to believe they had done nothing wrong, which only added fuel to the fire. Cara and Gumo's complicated relationship was a major highlight. Cara's lifestyle, especially her partying habits, was called into question. When she was supposed to be focusing on her singing career, she was instead moving from one party to another, often drinking and staying out until early hours of the morning. Gumo expressed frustration about this pattern, highlighting how it made him feel neglected and concerned about their family dynamic. Despite this, Cara maintained that she had never changed and that it was Gumo who had changed over time. The conversation also explored accusations of lying and misunderstandings. One notable argument involved Aaron, who felt caught in the middle when statements were misrepresented. Accusations of dishonesty flew back and forth, revealing just how easily miscommunication could spiral into conflict in high-pressure situations. Host Sean Robinson played a key role by showing video clips to confirm what was actually said, which helped clarify some points but also escalated other tensions. Lauren and Elizabeth's feud became one of the most talked about segments. The two had multiple confrontations over personal conversations being shared, with questions of girl code coming into play. Lauren felt she was doing the right thing by warning another cast member about potentially harmful comments from Elizabeth, but Elizabeth felt betrayed by this intervention. The situation became more confusing when Yara admitted she was uncertain about her friendships with both Lauren and Elizabeth. Despite attempts to reconcile at the mansion, Elizabeth eventually decided she was done trying, leaving Lauren and Yara bewildered about why she was acting this way. Cara and Gumo's relationship continued to be a roller coaster. Though they were separated, they were not legally divorced. Gumo emphasized that he did not want to fight Cara for their house, as material possessions were less important to him than peace and a good life. However, he also expressed concerns about how Cara treated him, specifically pointing out words and behavior he found disrespectful. Cara, on the other hand, insisted that Gumo had changed and that she had remained the same person from the start of their relationship. Drinking habits became another major point of conflict. Both Gumo and Cara acknowledged that alcohol had caused problems in their marriage. Cara admitted that she had tried to stop drinking to save their marriage, but lasted only 2 weeks before returning to her usual habits. Gumo expressed that he found some of Cara's friends problematic, especially those who he felt might take advantage of her. Cara, however, maintained that she had done nothing wrong and had never betrayed Gumo's trust. She stated confidently that even if someone made advances towards her, she would not act on them, and her loyalty to Gumo remained intact. Cheating was also discussed, with Gumo questioning whether Cara had ever been unfaithful. Cara reassured him that although she had cheated in the past, she had never done so with him. Gumo confirmed that he believed her, which brought a moment of relief amidst the ongoing tension. Cara became emotional during these discussions, reflecting on the love she once shared with Gumo and the disappointment she felt as their relationship changed. She admitted that it was difficult to accept that the person she fell in love with seemed to have disappeared in some ways.
The future of their marriage remained uncertain. When asked about divorce, both admitted that they were not ready to take that step. Gumo wanted to maintain access to their son and ensure stability, while Cara expressed that she never intended to get divorced. Their conversation revealed a deep love and concern for each other, despite the challenges and emotional baggage they were carrying. Meanwhile, Julia and Brandon shared a completely different kind of news, bringing joy amidst all the drama. The couple revealed that they were going to be parents, though Julia admitted she had been scared to share this news publicly. She expressed how every day she would wake up feeling the baby kick, and it was a reminder that the pregnancy was real and exciting. Brandon was enthusiastic about sharing the news, but Julia was hesitant, worried about potential negative consequences. The segment ended with Julia preparing to tell Brandon's parents, leaving viewers with anticipation for the next chapter in their story. Throughout the episode, the emotional highs and lows were striking. Each couple faced their own set of challenges, from trust issues to unresolved conflicts, and the tell-all format brought these private tensions into the open. The interactions were raw, unfiltered, and often uncomfortable to watch, but they offered an authentic glimpse into the struggles these couples faced while trying to navigate love, family, and personal growth. Cara and Gamo's segment particularly highlighted the complexity of maintaining a relationship under the public eye. The mixture of personal differences, social pressures, and lingering unresolved feelings made their situation especially challenging. Cara's attempts to assert her independence clashed with Gamo's expectations of loyalty and commitment. The conversations about partying, drinking, and interactions with other men revealed deeper insecurities and unspoken resentments that had been simmering for years. Similarly, the Miami couple's arguments showed how misunderstandings and miscommunication could escalate into serious conflicts. What began as small comments about clothing or behavior quickly turned into accusations of disrespect and betrayal. The episode emphasized the importance of communication, honesty, and boundaries in relationships, particularly when multiple personalities and opinions collide in a high-stakes environment. Elizabeth and Lauren's disagreements illustrated another important dynamic: the challenge of navigating friendships while also being involved in intense romantic relationships. The girl code debate highlighted the delicate balance between loyalty, honesty, and personal judgment. Yara's uncertainty about her friendships further emphasized how relationships could be complicated by miscommunication and differing expectations. Despite the conflicts, there were moments of reconciliation and understanding. The show captured how each person reflected on their own behavior and the behavior of others. Some admitted mistakes, while others defended their choices, creating a dynamic mix of accountability and denial. These exchanges provided a real look into human relationships, demonstrating how emotions, pride, and past experiences influence decision-making and interactions. The tell-all also explored the idea of personal growth and self-awareness. Cara admitted that drinking and partying were areas she needed to manage better, while Gummo acknowledged his frustrations and expectations. Julia and Brandon's segment offered a hopeful contrast, showing how communication, mutual support, and excitement about shared life events could create joy even amid uncertainty. The episode underscored that every relationship has its unique challenges, and that handling those challenges requires honesty, compromise, and emotional intelligence. As the episode progressed, viewers could see the interplay between love, conflict, and personal priorities. Cara and Gamo's struggles reflected long-term relationship issues, while the Miami couple's confrontations highlighted ongoing misunderstandings and personality clashes. Julia and Brandon provided a lighter, more heartwarming narrative that balanced the drama with excitement for the future. By the end of Part 2, the tell-all had covered almost every angle of conflict and emotion. Viewers were left with a comprehensive look at the relationships, their challenges, and the emotional stakes involved. The episode emphasized that love is rarely simple, and that even in highly publicized and dramatized environments, real emotions and struggles are at play. The couple's stories were a mix of heartbreak, laughter, tension, and hope, keeping audiences engaged and invested in what would happen next. Overall, Part 2 of The Tell-All served as a reminder that relationships are complicated, particularly when mixed with fame, past mistakes, and personal growth. Cara and Gummo, the Miami couples, Julia and Brandon, all demonstrated that love is not just about romance. It's about communication, trust, compromise, and understanding. The episode left viewers anticipating how these relationships would evolve, what conflicts would persist, and whether forgiveness and reconciliation were possible for all involved. The emotional depth, raw honesty, and high-stakes interactions made this episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Tell-All Part 2 unforgettable. Each moment, from arguments to revelations to celebration of new life, contributed to a full spectrum of human experience. The tell-all was a reminder that relationships, no matter how public or private, require patience, understanding, and a willingness to face difficult truths. As fans watched these couples navigate love, heartbreak, and hope, they were offered an intimate glimpse into the complexities of modern relationships, making Part 2 an essential and compelling chapter in the series.